Alright, we are back once again in Citizen Sleeper. I'm excited, but I want to get right into this one because it has been a while between this recording and the last one. Study the Winterlight. I am a good old bud. Where in the heck is he? Did we complete his thing? Okay. Disable your tracker. Fang said the server if you can get to the bottom of his mystery first. Okay, so I thought, let's see. Because I don't think. No. Neoven. You know what? Here, let's check out this. See what Neoven did. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. I will approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages from what you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction. Oh, what? The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advert from a long time ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration. Ships are pre-recorded. Message catching off. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad, and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovend. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it's the 3D printing apparatus on the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger! You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes, and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets. But emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovend whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine. An unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests. Explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data, raid its nests. Why can't you? Hunter will find me. Then Killer will come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings. Save self, Neovend says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops. As mechanisms within the machine click back into place, the glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock. That whirring voice ringing in your ears. Well then. That was something. I should help Dragos. I will. What do I want to use? Let's go give me a 50-50. That's just. Hey, sure, let's try it. Alright. Now I will begin to try these. I have a good chance of this being the last one. I will test my luck. Heck yeah! Alright. What's Drago's got? Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the Winterlight across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos' old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them. It's synthetic paper, so thin it is almost transparent. Look at the monitor. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at the stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winterlight. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story, a catastrophic failure of the drive core, leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and would allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. Look at the slate. Your attempts at a reconstruction of the Winterlight before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams, showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model, it was heavily modified. Parts are placed within tentative configurations, the new retro fitted into the old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded, to disguise the change, but they are there. It plainly shows the registration history of the Winterlight. The gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Tantalizingly, jeez. Its first registration was a couple of thousand of cycles ago on this very station, locked at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that was rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The Winterlight got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained. Reactor failure preceded by carefully concealed external entry. A suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winterlight, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you're able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winterlight had a separate system, one tucked away in one of the hidden compartments. Armored, airwalled, This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments, some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Shipmind, ROMs, shimmer, cryo-chain codes, and then the final entry. Passenger, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here in the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had the sleeper been smarter, luckier? How had they convinced the Winterlight, a smuggler's ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from SNR? Luckier, you laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winterlight compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you found in their compartment, a parting gift from SNR. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it back in your pocket. The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers come into the same yard? 2. One after the other? That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal, thinking, and you see the thumbprint again, the mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Draco stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What is all this? He snatches the slate from the desk faster than you realized he could move. You're running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whirring surely, his anger passing through his implant. Where is this ship from? Leave this alone. He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. The ship had a sleeper on it. Drago's face is suddenly angry. What did you say? He pushes past you to look at the terminal at the list. He shakes his head. So what? Aren't all of you trying to escape? You were lucky that it was you who made it out alive. Not them. He folds his arms indignantly. Drago seems to steady himself and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in, but not me. No. I appreciate that, but Don't. Shakes his head. I'm not discussing my business with you. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with the ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you are after. He sighs. You can't get work here anymore. But I need the work, bro. Come on. Plenty of work to be had in the eye. Salvagers need offloads in the rotunda, and yet again are always looking for crew. I'm not the only show in town. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. What if they come for me? Then you run. You don't come here, you don't scream, you don't shout. You run. In the dark, Drago's headset glints. And you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then you would understand. You get up from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you. His headset is expressionless as always. You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone is final, definite. With an edge of disappointment, you walk out of the office and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this at least guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you. Well, jeez. That was a lot. Upgrade point. Yeah, I got Thrill Seeker. I'll do this, because that seems interesting. But jeez. Okay, so we just got kicked out and we can't ever come back. That's, I think I need food. I'm trying to remember now. Hold on. It's been a good one. Wait, what is this? Ship mine fragment. Scrap components. Passkey. Okay. Do I have any other data? Ripper worm. Oh, I needed to use that, didn't I? Hold on. Alright, hold on. I want to go into the data world. Because I could have sworn Hunter Mass. What is this do? Huh. How much is Hunter on me? I don't like that. So what do I gotta use this Ripper Mind? I kind of forget. But that's all that I can do. Because I want to keep the scrap components. No, I don't need to inject stabilizer. That's concerning. Complete active scenes. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shoot, I'm supposed to... Dump me. Alright, Emphas. It's just a day of people. Sleeper! Emphas calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet you. I see you cycle in and cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up to you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils. And think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he do enjoy a strange story. Something with some spice. Tell me about my dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Emphas, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray skeletal after images of system and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned, back then, to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there are a reason for your dreams. Perhaps, you reason, it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphas finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he's trying to gauge how honest you've been with your story. Emphas passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer. So I'll make a proposal. He gestures. Jeez. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stall. These are good enough for most. But someone told me a story that made me think. A couple of cycles ago. They said that across the gap in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither had I. But I trust the one who told me. Memphis begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind, he smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. Oh, I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Agreed. Good, booms Memphis. Then I'll wait for you to bring them. Memphis sides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Memphis's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. How many do I have now? Get to know Memphis. Okay. Interesting. Hold up. Gain access to the Ort Fabricator. Where is Ort? I forget. Ort's like somewhere up here. There they are. Ort Exchange. Because, yeah, I need to keep selling them my stuff even though I don't want to. I kind of want to, like, keep some, but I need more, like, the Trusted Trader thing. I need to find somewhere to work. What is Doxy for again? Oh, traders, okay. That's really all that I got. I've got two... When did I get two stabilized? Did I buy another one? But I don't need it. I should be fine. No, don't leave. End day. End cycle. Yeah, no, this is... Oh, boy. What about the shipyard? All materials. See, that's the problem. I also didn't get any low dice, which is a little bit of a problem. Merchant freighter. Let's check this out. Oh my god. Shipyard shipmine fragment. I feel like we're gonna need more than one, so I'll buy it as like a precaution. What about the bar? Bar shift. I wanna see what I need to do first, because I've completely forgotten how to help Fang. Hold on. Yeah, so disable my tracker. Get to the bottom. I could have sworn that we got what he needed. Because, yeah, all I have is this Ripper Worm. Unless he wanted me to go back to the docks. Oh my god. Is that a Ripper? What does this need? Upload hunter data. Oh no, wait, this is for NeoVend. Where's that other place? Okay, that's Dock B2. Low end gate. I don't want to go because I'm concerned that I'll have to pay to get back. Here, I'll give Shipbuilder a few times. Random scrap item. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, let me go to Ort again, just so I can exchange. So I only need one more and then I'll have access. What's on this side? Have an age agent. Yeah, no. I have a feeling I won't be able to do any of these. Yeah, I have two. I have too high. Okay, but no. What about ambergris? Because I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll give her one of these. And I got another scrap item. That's This ability is finally working. It wasn't doing anything before. Trusted trader. And, oh. Port fabricator. Huh, okay. Oh, I just need one more? Oh, I could do it too. The freighter had them, right? Yeah. I shipped one. I'm giving a lot of money right now. This better be worth it. 3 of these. I mean, at least we're making progress. That's nice. What was X? What was that? It said X. So I'm kind of scared. What do I want to get? Like, that's the thing. I'll do this. Oh, no, wrong. Let's go see her, because I have a shipment. Okay. So apparently I gotta still help her. Which, that'd be kind of a waste, you know? Because that dice gives me some good stuff. And I don't get money for this, which is the problem. I'll give it a shot. Watch as it all goes wrong. Oh, didn't go wrong. Okay. Do I have anything else before I quickly throw myself Sabine? No. Okay. Well then. I don't like how Fang, please. Hurry up, my man. Oh boy, this concerns me a lot. Okay, so I did get this. What did I need? Like, this is for what purpose? Because yeah, no, Hunter is gonna keep coming after me. What about this agent? I do have 2. Bypass. Extract his data. Have an age data. Ooh. Cryptid and data. Did anything else need like a 1? Okay. Now we're talking. Oh. Money. Neutral outcome. Hunter data. Hunter is gonna be pissed. Sealed dock. I will give you what you want. I feel like I forgot something that has to do with Fang. Cause oh boy, what can I do with these? Like, I don't think that really helps me. I guess no, wait, that's my container. I meant to go to the shipyard. Dice. I don't want to go bad, so we will play it safe. Alright. I'll leave. What is this? From the walkway, the side rail horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker. Drones maneuver, archlights glint. The sense of scale, of industry, is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the hallway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem, he leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina. Hands with a smile. Hi, Lem. Hi, he replies blandly, then shifts a little closer down the rail. Mina stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her, then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to that ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Working. Me too. Me too. He flashes a Haven Age pass. I knew it just to look at you, I mean. He stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina and I's ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. A ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Haven Age contract on the Siren Real Horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world. He winks. Transit support? Uh-huh. Someone needs to stay awake to keep the thing running. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands to settle a new system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Why is it here? Why build it here, you mean, he grins? Don't ask me. I know as much as Mina about that. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy, setting up somewhere without it feeding back to the core. Maybe Celis got locked out of the corporate shipyards and had to be begging somewhere else to set up. Homeless, just like Mina and me. Mina responds by pushing his hands away. Daddy, she whispers. Food! Pulling an exaggerated, grumpy face, she glances furtively as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lamb's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec. She turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Haven Age crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You could do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily. And you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official Shipyard crew. Yeah, maybe. He looks out at the side real horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hole. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curious. Do you agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets her eye. Daddy loves me, she says, it's stubbornly daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We're just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you in a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shout echoes down the hallway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running up to catch with Lamb. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. Interesting. Do I have another thing I have to do? Unit assembly. Oh my god. Quality control. Huh. Either. I mean, it gives me money. I kinda need the money. Jeez. Haven't any offices. Tracking Yadigan and fragment supply. Fang better come. Actually, if I go to like low end, it's a bit risky. I almost don't want to do it. It's just too risky at this point, you know, like I don't I've certainly done it now, you know, I can't go. Welp. I don't like how slow that fell. I should maybe inject myself with some stabilizer, but I can hold out for like one more. Uh-oh. Hold it there, sleeper. Comes from a voice from behind you. Don't you run. That's his bounty hunter. He's got a gun, though. Oh, God. I'll say so. Good. And pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he has terrible news. You got away all the way out here and stayed put? He laughs a cruel laugh. That a sleeper thing? You're my first. He You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand, slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though. It's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings on your wrists. Go easy. I feel like, you know, it's a bad... He's got a gun. Good, you got the idea, he grins. It's over. Even as you start walking to the ship and home, he whistles. Going easy? You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Please stop. Don't abuse yourself by begging, please. Ethan pulls a sharpshooter's earplug out and then pops back in. Consider these deaf ears. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back SNR right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. So hoping you put up a more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk in on silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of... Oh my god. Yeah, I have an idea, Ethan. How about on the way back to my ship we stop for a drink? I'm buying. I have something better to do. I have a better idea. It's better not be one of the really dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, amused Ethan, I've got myself thinking here. What's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the circuit systems, and we're heading for the exit. He pauses and you trudge off in silence. Okay, here's the deal. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run or leave or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot, you scheme, or you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles. You come to meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you, he pauses. You don't pay my tab? He rattles his handgun. You get the idea. You're letting me go? Not at all. Let's call it open custody. You're free to mooch around the eye as long as you keep paying up. He stretches. You really know... You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the ring's released from your wrist. I'm going to see if I can find my old stew at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? By God, I have another drive, huh? Oh my God, I've only completed a few of these. So what is this? Extract the past. Hack the shipyard. Where's the shipyard? Is this the shipyard? Oh no, wait, the shipyards are up here. But they're not here. Isn't this the shipyard? Am I going crazy? Where in the hell's the... Oh wait, did I miss my chance? No. Yeah, no, the thing should be here, so it's either one of those two. What to do? Presser club. Yeah, I better start racking up money. I guess I can help out at least once. I guess. I could finish this and get her ready. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Alright. Ankita, help! Please, I'm being chased! Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swaying to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruin the quartz connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine, their ribs won't even be usable without replacing these. She threw the bundle of wires. Amateurs, can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. Fragments, maybe. Sections of a mine. But a complete ship mine? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be. Space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you. Towering over you, she stoops beneath the low-curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done down here. She leads you through the back of guts of she leads you back through the guts of Amber. Though you could only find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley. Though it's hard to tell, most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's nowhere around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mine. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Sleeper. Maybe if we check the ort exchange or speak to some scrap dealers, she rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid. But hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put on an Amber. I'm not sure she would do too, if she could. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of jets. A big stack of jets. You don't dare to count them. Give me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't you regret. Don't make me regret this. You won't. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita a ship mine somehow. Holy! I mean, I do have a ship mine though. I made one. Here, I'll quickly do this and then we'll end it. So I'm running a little bit long on time here. Ship mine. Actually, I can pick this up next time. So yeah, that was very much filled with stuff. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.